So when we have congruent triangles, we have something that's called Cpctc, which means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So if you remember, corresponding just means the same location. So we're talking about the same location in two different triangles. So if you have two congruent triangles, the corresponding angles and sides will both be congruent. So if we have a congruency statement, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, we're going to know that each letter represents an angle. Okay, so angle A would have to be congruent to angle D. So let's start making a list. We've got congruent angles, which is angle A is congruent to angle D. We've got angle B, which matches up with angle E. And we've got angle C, which matches up with angle F. In the same way, we also have the segments or the sides that are congruent. Okay, so the segments are going to work the same way. The order of the lettering corresponds to the segments that are congruent. So if we have segment AB, that's going to be congruent to segment DE because we're talking about the first two letters in each triangle. So we've got AB is congruent to DE. We also have, let's mark that in our picture, we also have BC, which is the last two letters, which is congruent to the last two letters in triangle DEF, which is EF. So we got BC is congruent to EF. And then the last one we've got AC is congruent to DF. So in this picture, it's very obvious which ones are congruent because I use different colors and I also just matched them up completely. But in some of the questions, you'll have the triangles that are, a little bit different looking. So the congruency statement is really important because the order of the lettering will always match up. And so that way, even if the triangles look a little bit different, you'll still be able to figure out which corresponding parts are congruent.